and welcome to another edition of the Mose Stovall Show. I am your host, Mose Stovall, and today I've got a treat for you. This brother likes to go live. His name is Solomon Thompson. He's an Alabama product, and I'm proud to have him here today. So I'm going to be showing you some different things on him, some different videos, and all I need you to do is look and listen closely. When I come back, I'll have the one and only Mr. Solomon Thompson. I'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
King Johnny's Entertainment presents the first annual pre-Labor Day concert, Sunday, September 5th at ACOF Event Outside Entertainment, 1911 6th Avenue North in Bessemer, right behind the Wells Fargo Bank, featuring G. Saunders, Mr. Smoke, Certified Slim, Miss Portia, the legendary Willie Mack, and the Velvet Voice Mose Stovall. Bring your lawn chairs, tents, and make sure to wear masks. There will be food vendors, but make sure to bring your coolers, no glass containers. Early bird tickets are 2 for $50 or $35 at the gate. You can get your tickets at JB's House of Fashion or at Eventbrite.com. It's the first annual pre-Labor Day concert, Sunday, September 5th. Gates open at 2 p.m. Show starts at 3. For information and vendor spots, call 205-705-4050.
Household Remodeling and Ironworks is licensed and bonded. For all your residential and commercial needs, Household Remodeling and Ironworks specialize in wrought iron burglar doors and windows, custom wrought iron estate doors, custom-built handrails and gates, lawn service, trailer gates, and heating and air conditioning protected cages for home, businesses, and churches. Call Household Remodeling and Ironworks today at 205-206-9878. That's 205-206-9878 to get your free estimate today. Locally owned and operated. Look for Household Remodeling and Ironworks on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Mose Stovall Show. I am your host, Mose Stovall, and I told you I'd have this young man in the building, and he's here. I want to go ahead and introduce him to you, and then I want him to introduce himself to you. Solomon, what's up, my brother?
What's up, my man?
It's all good, man. Glad to see you, man.
Same to you, brother.
Good, man. Welcome to the show, man. And go ahead and introduce yourself, man, and tell the people, who you are and where you from.
I'm Solomon Thompson, the party star, y'all. I'm from Mobile, Alabama, originally from here. So that's pretty much it all. I do a lot of party music, Southern soul, R&B. Do a little hip-hop, too. So, whatever kind of genre it is, if I like it, I'm going to do it.
Well, we're going to jump into a little of that, man, but you are a native of Alabama, man, and I think that's a beautiful thing off the top, man. Me being an Alabama boy myself and you being an Alabama boy, man, and this show is based in Alabama right now, I'm international. That's what this thing say when it first comes on. So this is all about exposing brothers like you, man. That's what I'm about. I like, bringing exposure to people, man, and I've been granted the privilege to do that, man. So we're going to talk a little bit about what you're doing, man, and what you're trying to do, and where you're headed with your career. So my first question is going to be, what's your latest release? Not nothing that you're going to put out in the future. What are you working on right now that's already out?
My latest release would be Can't Keep My Eyes Off You featuring Jeff Floyd.
Okay. How's that record doing?
It's doing pretty well. I just got a call from Jazzy A up in Jackson, Tennessee.
Okay.
And she was saying it's getting a lot of spins up there, so the people are responding great.
And I like Jazzy, man. She's always keeping us all in the wine of things. So I know you had a song, one of my favorites that I play on WJLD every day, man, Go Live. Tell us a little bit about that, because that's the song that I'm going to feature today. I'm going to show that video later on in the show, and tell us how that came about, you working with Jeter Jones.
Well, Go Live pretty much came about as just a normal thing we do every day on social media. So you always hitting that live button when we were stuck in the house during the COVID. So, I just had to think of something that everybody in the world do.
Right.
Pretty much that's like something that everybody connected to. That'll connect all of us. So Go Live was just the topic. So I came up with the hook.
Right.
I shot it over to Jeter. Jeter dropped this verse, man, and it was history from there.
So it really didn't take long to come up with the idea or get the song written, produced, and recorded and everything?
No, I really didn't, man. Ron G dropped a classic then.
Ron G, man. I got an interview coming up with him real soon. That brother is a great guy. While we on Ron G, man, how often do you get to work with that cat?
Oh man, I got so many songs with Ron G. I probably got the most songs with Ron G out of all of the Southern Soul artists that he worked with.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I know I do.
Yeah, more than anybody.
Yeah, I'm sure of that.
I can believe it, man. Ron G, great guy, man. He's easy to work with. You pretty much tell him what you want to do, and he follows and leads you into where you need to go. It's magical, man. I've got several songs with him myself. How many years you been working with that brother?
I guess about 9.
9. Name some of the other cats in Mobile that you work with, man. I know David J, but name some other guys. I mean, artists that you've worked with.
Basically in Mobile, David J may be the only one, but when I was doing hip hop, guys like C now, the list goes on.
Right.
Run, 2 Major Twins.
Right.
So, the
2
list
Major
goes
Twins.
on.
Yeah, man, them cats come out a lot too when you're out doing some things, man. Well, tell us about some other cats you work with outside of the city of Mobile, people that you've worked with, recorded with, because you got a lot of features on your latest project.
Yeah, I've worked with Life Jennings.
How was that, before we go any further? How was that experience? Did y'all work together in the studio?
Well, no, it was just pretty much like it was. I did the hook, shot it over to him, and he put his verse down, I dropped mine, and that was it.
Right. So you really didn't work in the studio with him?
No.
But you contacted him, y'all talked on the phone?
Yeah.
And kind of mapped out how you want to do some things, and it happened?
Yep.
How long does it take you to come up with an idea, man? You're pretty good about, your recordings are always good, you always make videos, so how long does it take you when you get an idea to really go through the process of coming up with a song or who you want to work with? How do you come up with that?
I guess it varies because, I used to drive trucks.
Right.
So a lot of my songs, I come up with just riding down the highway, talking to myself, singing to myself.
Right,
So,
right.
You got all that free time out there. I just have a beat CD with me and
Right.
I just run through it. Sometimes I have the little brain freeze for a minute, but every now and then, when it starts flowing, you might hit 2 or 3 hooks right then. You ready to go in the studio when you get off.
Well, I can relate with that, man, because I think I write a lot of my songs when I'm alone, doing a lot of traveling around, doing shows. I'll write 2 or 3 songs on the road. If I got to drive to Texas, man, might come up with an album, but it's funny you say that because I know how that works, so Life Jennings, give me somebody else, man. I know Librato, but, how was it working with him?
Oh, yeah. That was a long drive. We actually went down there.
Okay.
To Librato home, and man,
cut it at his home in his studio.
Yeah, we cut his part there. I actually did my part here, took it there, and then we got him to write, so we wouldn't be there so long.
Right.
So we actually got there. We drove there. He laid his verse. We turned around the same night and came back. Man.
Oh man, that's the truck driving you.
That's
bro.
a long.
What that about 12 or 13 hours?
Yeah, going.
Just one way.
One way.
So you went up and drove right back.
Man, we went up. And
didn't go to bed.
Man, we was pulling over right and left, but we made it here.
I'm glad y'all pulled over, man. So you could be here with us today, man. Because that road can be dangerous, man.
It's dangerous.
Who else? Give me some other people, man, that you've worked with, and that you really enjoy, having these projects with, doing these different collaborations.
Like I said, I got Jeff Floyd. I got a few more out there that I haven't released yet, but I got one that I'm about to release. Probably when this come out, it probably will already be out. This lady named Toya Jones, she's very talented.
Out of Montgomery.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Worked with Big Rob for years.
She's very talented.
She really is, and beautiful. So can you give us the name of that song, or you holding all that under your hat?
No, it's called At a Party. I'm a party star.
Yes, sir. Wouldn't be nothing else.
It's a party song.
At a party.
Be me.
Okay, and she's featured on the hook, or she featured in the
she in the entire
verse?
song.
She in the entire song. She got a verse.
We just pretty much collabo. I just told her we'll split the song down.
Right, and she went with it.
Yeah.
I love her spirit, man. I love your spirit, man, and y'all both good people. How was it working with Jeff Floyd?
Oh man, I got a couple songs with Jeff, so it's like if I catch him coming through town, Mobile is like
which is
his
regular.
second home. So I catch him coming through town. If he's available, I call him and he'll say, "Where you at?"
Right.
I'm like, "I'm in the studio and I'm finna slide over there." Just so happen I might already have something right there waiting on.
He come right on in. That brother's very talented, man. Amazing cat. So you work here in Mobile, man, as far as your music go, man. You know, you got songs on the radio here in Mobile, and I told you before, I hear your songs all over the country when I'm out of town, in places like Mississippi and Texas. How does it feel at home, you know, with your music being on the radio, and people see you in the streets, and I know they recognize you, man, when they see you, you big fella, man. So how does it feel, you know, to be Solomon Thompson, the party starter, video maker, man?
Hey, man, I'm just me, man.
Right,
you know,
right.
I'm at home, everybody know me, so hey, I don't expect them to treat me no different. You know, some do, but
Right.
I don't look at it that way. You know, they kind of look at us and think because they hear you on the radio, they'll probably feel like, oh, he gonna be all stuck up into himself.
Right,
but,
right.
You know, I'm not like that. Hey, we gonna sit down, we gonna drink 1738 together, and before you know it, I'm gonna be out there on the floor with you.
Right. Listen, man, I see you when you're riding around town, and I saw you drive up today. So that's another thing. They got to know you. You drive a billboard, man. Your van, your product is all over your vehicle. So I know you get a lot of conversation from that. Right?
Yeah, I do. I get a lot of calls too. It's going up and down the interstate.
People call you. It works.
People calling me, why? I'm riding on the side of you, man.
Right.
I love your music. So, you know.
Do you get any bookings from it?
Yeah, I get quite a few calls about bookings from that. You know, out of sight, out of mind. So just so happen that they hear you on the radio going through Montgomery, Birmingham, they might say, oh, that song, let me give him a call.
Right.
How much you charge, man? Then you give them your price, and they ask you if you're available that date.
So you advise anybody that's in the business to billboard themselves, right?
Advertise, man.
Yeah.
Advertise. If you got it, even if it's just a T-shirt, if you can't afford a rap band, get you a T-shirt, man.
Right.
You know,
Put your name and number all
posters,
over.
flyers.
Right.
It's the old school. Go back to how we used to do it.
Right. So do you write for any other artists, or you just pretty much write for Solomon?
I will.
Okay.
I say it like that. I will.
You have anything out there that you've ever written for
Well,
anybody?
actually, one of the songs me and Jeff Floyd got, that I can't keep my eyes off you. I actually wrote that song.
Okay. And Floyd sung it. He sung his part.
He gave me a few pointers now.
Oh,
He
yeah.
gave me a
The
few
dude is
pointers,
a
man.
pro, man. He been doing it a long time. How long have you been in the business, man? How long? I know you did rap,
Oh, man.
R&B. When did you actually start your music career, man? What year?
Man, well, it's hard to say. I would say 2003, but I can go back further than that. But
Right.
that would be when I was like junior high school. But you
So
know,
you
I was
almost
playing
20
sports then.
You're almost 20 years strong in this thing.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a lot more to ask you, man, when we come back, because I know you're doing promoting now. You ain't waiting on nobody to put Solomon Thompson on. And matter of fact, you're putting other folks on. But I need to take a break real quick and go to my sponsors and let them give me a word. So y'all sit tight. I'll be right back with my man Solomon Thompson after a word from our sponsors.
King Johnny's Entertainment presents the first annual pre-Labor Day concert, Sunday, September 5th at ACOF Event Outside Entertainment, 1911 6th Avenue North in Bessemer, right behind the Wells Fargo Bank, featuring G. Saunders, Mr. Smoke, Certified Slim, Miss Portia, the legendary Willie Mack, and the Velvet Voice, Mose Stovall. Bring your lawn chairs, tents, and make sure to wear masks. There will be food vendors, but make sure to bring your coolers, no glass containers. Early bird tickets are 2 for $50 or $35 at the gate. You can get your tickets at JB's House of Fashion or at Eventbrite.com. It's the first annual pre-Labor Day concert, Sunday, September 5th. Gates open at 2 p.m. Show starts at 3. For information and vendor spots, call 205-705-4050.
Household Remodeling and Ironworks is licensed and bonded. For all your residential and commercial needs, Household Remodeling and Ironworks specialize in wrought iron burglar doors and windows, custom wrought iron estate doors, custom-built handrails and gates, lawn service, trailer gates, and heating and air conditioning protective cages for home, businesses, and churches. Call Household Remodeling and Ironworks today at 205-206-9878. That's 205-206-9878 to get your free estimate today. Locally owned and operated. Look for Household Remodeling and Ironworks on Facebook.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Mose Stovall, and I'm sitting here with my main man, the party starter, Mr. Solomon Thompson, y'all. Tell us again, man, what's the name of that new song you got coming out with Miss Toya Jones, man?
Oh, it's called At a Party.
At a Party. I want to be able. You got me a copy today, or you gonna? How I'm gonna get it, man?
Man, you know I'm gonna email it to you, man.
You gonna send it to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he gonna send it to me, y'all. I tell him all the time. I could be just playing his music. This is a genuine brother, and he can tell you I'm genuine. I call this brother up. We talk. We just like brothers. We met. We meshed, and it's been love all. Ain't no egos with us, cause we just real people, and we love what we do. We love entertaining people, and it's not about the stardom. It's just about us doing what we do and what we blessed to do. He always tell me, man, you're a real singer. But he very creative himself, y'all. And I want to give you those props myself, man. Don't nobody start the party like you, bro. And I'm telling you,
don't nobody sing like you.
Hey, man, it's all good. We all, God gave us all some piece of the crow. And you got to be able to pull off where you from. And that's what happens, man. We get into these situations where we think we better than people, and we not. Just because I can sing don't make me no better than you. Just because you created with the party star don't make you no better than me. While we there, man, tell me, man, I know you do because I do. How do you get around these haters, man? And there's some haters. And I ain't talking about just music, just in your life, man. How do you deal with issues when hate is involved, man?
Man, you really, you need it, man. It lets you know you're doing something right.
Okay.
That's how I always looked at it. If they ain't talking about you, man, some of you ain't doing right.
That's going to be the name of our song, man. Come on, now, you supposed to be done the song. I'm listening to what you said.
I was always told, marketing, whether they're talking bad or good.
Right.
You in their mouth, that means your name is circulating.
Bro, that's
your name ain't circulating, you got a problem.
That's some real advice right there, bro. That's true. So my question was, though, how do you handle it? I know you do you ignore it? Do you go back and fight? If somebody come on Facebook and badmouth Solomon Thompson, what does Solomon Thompson do?
Man, I try to stay out the way, man. I try to stay out the way, but now, I know it's gonna be times when you can't stay out the way.
Right.
You always got to think before you react.
Right.
Because you can do something, find yourself in a situation. You can even say something.
Oh man.
And people quick to judge you off. Oh, I just seen what you did, but you don't know what really initiated it.
Correct. So you do your best to stay out of it. In other words, just stay away from it.
Yeah, I try, man.
Right. I know it's a day-to-day struggle, but I agree with your statement about hate being something that fused the rocket, man. That's what I always say when they hating, they putting gas in my spaceship, man. I'm going on to the moon, bro. They be buying you fuel and they don't even realize it, man.
Yeah.
Music business versus life, man. How do you look at how you live your real life versus music? Because I know you live a real life in music, and I guess what I'm trying to ask you, your family life. Do you have a family life away from when you ain't doing no music at all? You sitting back, the real Solomon Thompson. Ain't driving the van.
It's hard, man, because when you love something, I tried my best to separate it.
Correct.
I find myself at night, man, sitting up with my wife, and I'm talking about music.
Right.
As much as I love music, I try to keep it away from my family, but not like I got kids. They're coming up, and they're actually musicians now.
Oh man.
So my daughter, she whipping the keyboard.
So you got a daughter that's oh man, you gonna have a band.
If that's what God put together for me,
Do you invest in your kids in their careers that they start?
Oh yeah, man, I got to do that.
And how does your wife feel when you bring this music home and she think y'all about to do something else? Next thing you know, I got a party out there. You start another party. How does that work, man? How does she feel about it? How hard is she on you with keeping it separated?
Well, my wife actually supports me a lot, man.
Right. Which is beautiful.
Like, I had a job. I was driving trucks, like I say. But, it's hard to have a full-time job, and this is what you have to put music first if you want to be successful.
Amen.
So, when you're looking at, I'm doing 10 hours out here driving. When I get home, I'm worrying about going to no studio or rehearsing.
Because you got to rest up for the next 10 hours you got to drive.
Yeah, you got to.
And you still have to juggle the family. So that's pretty much what I was trying to see how you got around that. So how long have you been off that truck, man? I knew you was driving that truck for years, bro.
Yeah, I've probably been off that truck now about a year and a half, 2 years.
How has that affected your family life, your finances? What you not?
It's hard, but I won't lie, man. When I went to visit Librado and we were doing the cut, Vibrato told me, man, you got to step out on faith.
So that's what I was going to say too, bro, because I left my job back in 08, October 20th, 2008. Here I am today, August 2021. I hadn't worked a job since, bro. And I can be a witness to you, man. You know, if you believe in what you do, you can make it, bro. You can make it. And, you know, you over a year now. So, you know, you ain't starving. You still driving your van. You know how to be a man and own up to what you need to own up to. And I know you a hustler. So when you got that hustle in you, bro, you know, you got to, we learned that early in life, man, how to hustle. And I like to tell anybody out there that ain't got no hustle, man, you just missing out on what you need to be doing. But that takes me to the next thing. So you left the truck and haven't been driving the truck for over a year and a half now. So you have embarked on some promoting. You promote shows, and you've even brought me down here and had me on the show, told me what you was going to pay me. You paid me. We had no issues. I didn't see anybody else have issues at the place. Your place was full. So how do you go from being the party starter to throwing the party?
I mean, when you look at it as an artist, you got great promoters, you got the bad promoters. You got a lot of promoters want to come in, you know what you worth, you know, and they want to talk you down, so you start thinking, why would I let you talk me down when I can just throw my own show and make my money? Because the first thing they going to argue with you about it, well, can you pack my venue?
Correct.
If you want me to pay you this, can you pack my venue?
Correct.
So sometimes you have to throw your own shows just to show them.
Right.
You know, now once they see, oh man, he being successful as a promoter, then they want to book you everywhere.
But do they still, even when they want to book you everywhere, they see you pack a house, do they still bring their big nose out like a Jew and try to make you?
You know that, man.
Do they try to bring you down, man? Do they try to fight you on your price, on your worth? Even after you show them.
You got some good ones out here. They don't even argue with you. But you start like weeding through them, and you'll see. You wonder why sometimes that person you don't pick that phone up. And they be like, I know he see me calling, but it's because you know who it is. You done had 2 or 3 of them calls. You don't want to deal with it.
Right. You pick your best battles.
Yeah.
So how is it, man, being a promoter? How do you like that aspect of it versus the singing, just going, singing, collecting your money, not having to worry about the tickets, not having to worry about the venue, not having to worry about nothing? How is being a promoter? What's your take on being a promoter?
Well, like you say, you got to be a hustler, man.
Right.
The thing about a promoter, me being an artist, I get to see what the promoter, how he's saying, man, I'm putting my money up, I'm betting on you.
Right.
I need to make my money back. And I want to make some money. Basically, you as an artist, your money guaranteed when you walk in the venue. If they agree to paying you what you asked for,
especially if you got a contract.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed. But that promoter still, he worrying about that dope.
Right,
he
sir.
need them bodies coming through that dope.
Yes, sir.
I know I'm pointing back here at your dope.
Yes, sir.
You need them bodies coming through that dope. If them bodies not in that building, man, you know, he lose.
Right. Well, you say that too about the promoter, and you say the promoter looking for you to crowd the place up. But is that not the promoter's job? Honestly, when you take on putting the show on, you know bottom line is that's your job.
You got to promote. You got to advertise.
Right.
If people don't know you got a show here, they don't know to come.
Yeah, because I've been told you can bring Frankie Beverly. If you ain't tell nobody he was coming, ain't nobody coming. So when you say advertise, do you radio, you do flyers, you do, how do you go about putting your show? Because I know you're successful.
I do it all. I try to do it all. Like, I try to get an early enough start, so when I start promoting, if the ticket sales doing well enough, then I can cut back on some of the more expensive promoters.
Correct.
But, you know, most of the time, I just try to do it all.
So you do hit the radio, you do all your social media platforms.
Media, everything. Flyers, whatever you...
Is it easy to recoup that money back, though? Because how many cats do you try to put on a show at a time so you can make money?
Man, that's the hard part.
That's why I'm asking.
That's the hard part, because, you know, the people that you want to give them a good show, but certain areas they don't want to pay but a certain amount of money.
Right, no matter who you bring.
Yeah, so now you can put the bigger artists that's charging you all this money to come perform. They want to pay that same $20, $25, $30 at the gate.
Right.
That's what they want to pay. They don't want to pay no more than that.
Right.
But
that makes it hard.
It's hard for you to, as a promoter, to win like this.
So how long do you have to plan this thing before you actually throw it, so you can keep a window where you can see you possibly make a profit? How
Man,
long out? 2 months, 3 months, a
I
month?
say 2 months.
2 months is
2 months.
at least.
I
3,
like to
but
give
3 is
myself-
good.
I like to give myself 3.
Okay.
But like when I did my birthday party that you
Yeah.
performed it, I doubled right back in probably less than 2 months, and we drove the Southern Soul Fest,
And it
which
was
it
jumping.
was super packed.
Yeah,
So
because you made a statement with your birthday party.
so they was already, the people that came, they actually was getting my number and told me to text them, hey man, text me when you got another show.
You was able to sell
So,
tickets that
yeah,
night.
I was, pretty
That's
much.
a beautiful thing, man. Well, you know, man, like, again, I want to thank you for stopping by, my brother. You know, you welcome here on the Mose Stovall Show anytime you get ready, man. And I'll definitely be calling you back. And I want to do the song, man. We've been talking about doing the song for
Hey man, hey, I'm waiting on you, man.
You waiting on me? Do I need to write the song, come up with the beat? What we gonna do, man? I think I done sent you a couple ideas, man.
Hey, I think I done sent you a couple too, man.
Well, I'm gonna tell the people right now, we're gonna make that happen. 2022, me and the party starter gonna have the Velvet Voice and the party starter gonna get it on, y'all. That's my man Solomon Thompson. He's right here with me, Mose Stovall, on the show. I'm getting ready to get out of here, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it, but before I go, I gotta show you this video, and it's simply called Go Live, Mr. Solomon Thompson featuring Jeter Jones. Y'all be good. We'll catch you next time. Peace.
Another Rocky exclusive.
Oh, it's going down in here tonight. We about to go live. Fell in the club, I look past him, and there she was once again. I took that girl to the floor for a dance. That's when the fun really began. She backed that thing up and put it on.
Well, that does it for another edition of the Mose Stovall Show for this week. I really hope you enjoyed the interview with Mr. Thompson. I did. And I'll be back next week with another great interview, doing it just for you, right here on WTTO 21, brought to you by King Johnny's Entertainment. Check this out. Once a task has just begun, never leave it until it's done. Be the labor great or small, do it well or not at all. I'll catch you back here next week. Same time, same station. Until then, you guys be good. Bye.